What do you think happens, or believes happens, when someone passes away?
Either you go to heaven, or you get reborn again.
Are you afraid of it? In the event you do pass away, what do you want to be remembered for?
As a funny, feel-hearted young man.
His real name was Charles Andrew Jones II. To the streets and to millions of fans around the world, he was Julio Foolio. Born on June 21, 1998 in Jacksonville, Florida, Foolio had survived more than most people could imagine. Multiple attempts on his life, the deaths of close friends, years of war in the streets. He had put all of that pain into his music and somehow kept walking. But on June 23, 2024, 2 days after his 26th birthday, it all came to an end on a hotel parking lot in Tampa. What happened in those final 48 hours tells the whole story. June 21st, the birthday.
Man, didn't even fuck my birthday, man. Everybody coming up to fail. No cap, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We deep as hell. We deep as hell. 20 deep. Lit everywhere we go.
Foolio turned 26 on a Friday. The mood was celebratory. He had just dropped his latest project, Resurrection, back in April, and the title felt personal. He had been shot at, he had buried brothers, but here he was, still standing, 26 years old and still breathing. He announced a birthday celebration and decided to take the festivities to Tampa.
Let's start the day at 5, 6 o'clock. If you already got the address, pull up, man. You got the address, pull up. If you need the address, DM me right now. The pool party start at 5, 6 o'clock. DM me for the address or DM Julio booking ESPN.
It was supposed to be a getaway, a chance to let loose outside of Jacksonville, the city where the streets had been trying to claim him for years. He spread the word to his people and they made their way down. June 22nd, the party gets disrupted. By Saturday night, the celebration was in full swing. Foolio was hosting a pool party at an Airbnb. He was posting on Instagram stories, showing off the vibe, letting fans know where the energy was. 1 million followers watching his every move in real time. Then the police showed up. Authorities came to the Airbnb and shut the party down, kicking Foolio and his whole crew out. He documented it himself on Instagram, telling his followers what happened without missing a beat. To him, it was just a minor obstacle. He was not going to let it end his night. So he moved the party. He found a new location, relocated the crew, and kept it going. In another Instagram story posted later that night, he kept his tone confident. Quote, "Lit everywhere we go." That post would be one of his last. What Foolio did not know, what none of them knew, was that a group of men had been watching. Surveillance footage reviewed by police after the fact would reveal that suspects affiliated with a rival gang had been following him from location to location all night. Every time Foolio moved, they moved with him. They were not there to celebrate. June 23rd, 4:40 in the morning. The final location was a Holiday Inn near the University of South Florida campus, along McKinley Drive in North Tampa. It was the early hours of Sunday morning. The birthday weekend was winding down. Foolio was sitting inside a vehicle parked in front of the hotel. At 4:38 in the morning, 3 men stepped out of a vehicle and walked toward the hotel. They were armed with a handgun and 2 rifles. 2 minutes later, Tampa police received a 911 call reporting a shooting at 11606 McKinley Drive. Charles Jones was dead. 3 other people who had been celebrating with him were struck by gunfire as well. Miraculously, those 3 survived. Foolio did not. He was 26 years old. He had survived his birthday by exactly 2 days. The aftermath. Police pieced together what happened quickly because the killers had made a critical mistake. They had followed Foolio publicly on surveillance camera from spot to spot throughout the entire night. The footage documented everything. Tampa Police Chief Lee Burkor described the attack plainly. He said that at 4:38, 3 shooters exited a vehicle and walked in the direction of the hotel. They murdered Jones with a handgun and 2 rifles. That barrage of gunfire also struck 3 additional victims, who miraculously survived. The killing, investigators said, was the result of an ongoing gang war rooted in Jacksonville. Foolio had been a member of the 6 Block gang. The rival factions, known as ATK and 1200, had been at war with 6 Block for over a decade. Dozens of lives had been lost on both sides. Tampa Police Chief Burkor confirmed that the suspects had driven from Jacksonville to Tampa specifically to commit the murder. They had tracked Foolio across social media and followed him in person. Within days, arrests started coming in. Isaiah Chance, Alicia Andrews, and Sean Gathright were taken into custody. A fourth suspect, Rashad Murphy, barricaded himself in a Jacksonville apartment before surrendering after an hours-long standoff with law enforcement and a SWAT unit. All four were charged with murder. As if to make the tragedy of the culture undeniable, Foolio's longtime rival Eugene Ace dropped a new song within hours of the killing. The internet erupted. People called it murder music. They said the culture had gone too far. But that reaction, however loud, faded fast. It always does. What he left behind. Just months before his death, Foolio had written words on Instagram that now read like a warning he already knew was coming. He wrote that the last couple months and years of his life had been tragic. He said that God had been trying to send him a message through multiple attempts on his life, but that he kept surviving. He said he kept losing his brothers to jail and graveyards, but he believed the Most High was doing everything for a reason. He believed he had been allowed to walk again for a reason. He was still looking for that reason when they found him in that parking lot. Foolio had 1.7 million monthly listeners on Spotify. He had built an independent career from the ground up in one of Florida's most dangerous rap scenes. His music was raw, specific, and real in a way that made it uncomfortable for people outside the culture and deeply meaningful for those inside it. His mother knew him as Charles, not Foolio, not Lil Six. Charles, just her son. And on the morning of June 23, 2024, 2 days after his 26th birthday, Charles was gone.
Hey, this Julio, man. Every time I'm in Temple, when you come to Temple, man, shout out my people, Entourage, man. They got everything you need, from the design of the Jordans to everything, man. Y'all pull up, man. Come shop with my folks, man. Everything lit. They got everything, you know what I'm saying? Real drip, man. Let's get it. Shout out my brothers. Man, deep fuck for my birthday, man. Everybody coming out the stairs. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We deep as hell. We deep as hell. 20 deep. Lit everywhere we go. How that 762 feel, them bitches hurt, bro. See, that's part of the streets y'all don't know about, them bullets. What you talking about? I've been on both sides of the gun, bro. I know the consequence of this shit. Y'all don't want to act like y'all don't know this shit.